any topic, like we have spent almost 2.5 hours here. So my every time, whenever I spend 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, I have one question to everybody and to me: what is the takeaway from this session? I mean, we come and go and listen and then go. What is the takeaway? What are the couple of points that we can take back from this session, and then we start working on those couple of points for next 1 year or 2 year and change our life, change our profession. Mind you, the difference between successful leaders, whatever we discuss, is not only coming and listening, it is taking action based on my takeaway. And action on a daily basis, at least for next 3 years. So if you take, my takeaway is that the finance business environment is completely changing. Although there are many debates about fourth industrial revolution or artificial intelligence in machine language, I think somebody has mentioned that many world leaders are saying that these are applicable for the global dominant companies, European and American companies. For African, Latin American, South Asian economy, it's applicable, but mostly the global dominated economies, they are taking control of the whole world. And in this process, entire wealth of the world is being skewed to less than 0.1% people. Let's think about it. With this technology, Facebook, using our private mind, our private rooms pictures, our habits, whatever we do, we share with Facebook. And this guy, this team, sells our private data and makes market value of Facebook is today $500 billion, bigger than Bangladesh economy. So every companies are using our data, sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. Many people now talking about that technology is disrupting the humanity. It's taking away all the peace and happiness of the humanity in certain cases, because we are becoming more financially viable, some of the peoples, but millions and billions of people are becoming deprived. So I think the takeaway from our side is that we cannot avoid technology. How much of the technology we will accept, how much we will not touch. For that reason, what Ilya said, that human brain is required. Remember, I was talking to Kausar that robotics is another item of Industrial Revolution 4, and many people are saying the robots will do a lot of work, but many countries like us, we don't need any robots because we have got God created robots, millions of robots are unemployed. So for Japan or for Denmark, it's maybe it's required because their per hourly rate of human being is very high. But here, still human brains, 2% processing capacity is not used by average man. That's a John Hopkins report. So humans' brains intelligence is much higher. That's why they say that artificial intelligence. They're trying to catch up with the human brain. So I think that's a philosophical part I just touched on you, so that to give you a thought that what should we accept, how much we will not touch, and why should we touch and why. In business, I think if we don't understand Industrial Revolution 4, like technology, big data, data analytics, business analytics, then we will not be able to manage our business more efficiently. The business who can use the data, we now call that data is the most valuable resource on earth. At certain point, people said that, oh, this silver was the most valuable, then gold, then diamond, then oil. Now they say that most valuable resource is data, because if you know my habit, whatever I am doing, this data is captured anywhere. Business wants to spend billions of dollars to know our habit, because based on that, business can build their revenue. So, without understanding the business data, if we just go by financial statement, we understand income statement, balance sheet, some tax, some VAT, that can give us a job of lower level or middle, maximum middle level. But if you look into the Bangladesh landscape, mid-level managers, lots of Indians and Sri Lankan professionals are working every year. More than $5 billion, reportedly $10 billion. officially $5 billion, reportedly $10 billion taken away by these professionals, when 12 million people works outside and send $20 million. So we bring $20 billion working 12 million people, and only few managers are taken away by 5 to 10 billion. Why? Because they have got this technology mindset. So what this current council is trying to present in front of you, that gear yourself with the technology. Only finance cannot take us to that level. Only finance, we think that we know everything. I have seen my son is now in undergrad program, his subject's name is information technology, one subject, decision-based, case-based decision solving, or how artificial intelligence can increase your productivity. Those are the name of the courses. So I think the takeaway from this is that we need to connect our finance and technology in a way so that we can have better efficiency in our business. And if we just go back and our employer or my seniors, if they don't see that Arif cannot create any value to the organization, doesn't make any difference. We have to learn these things and implement something in our business office that my senior, my employer thinks that, our employer thinks that this person can create value. And value creation comes from improvement in productivity, improvement in governance, improvement in decision-making ability of the company, improvement in beating the competitor in the market. So, what I would say that all this technology needs lots of study. It's not one-day session, and I would encourage you to start exploring these things and constantly improve your capacity. How can we analyze this technology? How can we use this technology in our business? And always remember that there is always a big fight between technology people and finance people and accounting people. Because accounting people think that they know everything, and technology people think that they don't understand their language. I have seen in my career in many ways. It's common. But gradually you are seeing that technology, all this technology is changing the world. It's like, I've said in many other occasions that in American stock, New York Stock Exchange, 5-6 companies, they call it Apple, Google, Netflix, Amazon, Facebook, FAN, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. They are, these 5 companies, 15% of New York Stock Exchange. Apple is the largest market cap company in the world, more than almost $3 trillion. That means technology is actually taking everything from our life to the different level. So I think whatever we learn today, if we constantly take some of the points and start learning and improving ourselves on daily basis, and try to focus always 2 things. How can I learn? And then how can I implement that learning in my current job? Only learning will not help us. Only learning will not take us to anywhere. When I learn something and implement it, some of this in my organization and create some value which is being noticed by the seniors, then I am doing something on that learning. This is first immediate, but next what I do constantly. Sometimes I cannot implement the learning instantly. I implement, but impact is not that visible. It takes time, couple of years. But constantly I do another thing, that because of my learning, I make myself readily available in the market, that whenever I leave this job, I can give another 5 jobs. So second, I have mentioned in the presentation, Kausar, that dual identity. One is my corporate identity. I am trying to learning something technology and finance and implementing in my office so that I can create value which is being noticed by my seniors, and I'm going up. At the same time, I am writing my CV personally. I advise you everybody, please write your resume or CV, update every year at least. And when you update your CV, question yourself, have I add any value in my CV so that other 5 employers will line up to recruit me? There are many mid-level people, sometimes if they lose job, they can't find their job. Why that should happen for a CMS, for a professional people? Because we are not thinking that if I leave this job, what is my marketability? And if we learn these kind of things, finance and technology together, and constantly thinking that how can I implement my learning and create value, then you are growing. And at the same time, you are every year updating your resume and CV that, okay, this year I have added these additional qualities, which not the quality in degree. Please remember nowadays, degrees does not take us to anywhere. Either it is MBA or CFA or CMA or CA. It's my experience. I've been working, there are many seniors, and I've been working almost 35 years and managed thousands of people. What we try to find is not degrees, is how can you implement your knowledge to create value. So out of 5 managers, who comes up with solution, who comes up with immediate ideas, innovations that can create value for the company. So please focus on this. How can I create value for my company with my learning? This is my immediate goal. And next goal, how can I constantly improve my skills so that I can write my resume every 6 months or 3 months or 1 year, which can clearly say that this year I have done this. And if you can continue this journey, then it will be a fascinating life. And this technology now it is a curse. Many people say that technology is taking all kinds of human brain. I mean, we're becoming slave of the technology. Social media now is a curse for the society. Many people, so for many people, it is a great resource. I mean, when you want to learn something, you go to YouTube or anywhere, you can get the best lectures possible in the world. But at the same time, we can spend 6 hours in social media in unnecessary content. So it's our choice that where should I spend our time and how can I improve. I think this lecture was very timely. Among every items what Kaiser has presented in his paper is so vast. Every page I have seen that presentation. Every page has got items which requires hours, if not months of study. And if you continue, the name of the game is that continuous learning. Continuous learning means I will wake up every day morning and I will allocate, other than my regular job, at least 2 to 3 hours learning on those interesting topics. And not only learning, later, how can I implement that learning in my office? Please focus on that. Thank you very much for giving me this special training. Thank you all.